Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today, we're going to take a look at Delet tire and rubber cleaner from Vonixx. So we have a tire here that has some browning in towards the bead of the rim and lots of dirt and grime out towards the tread. You can see this one is an alkaline tire and rubber cleaner. And we're going to test the cleaner on this tire here in a few different ways, so stay tuned. In the meantime, this video is brought to you by Blue Collar Protectants and Coatings. That's my product line, and they are on quite a few cars by now, running around in quite a few countries. BC3, that's our booster detailer, is the sale is extended because I ran out and I mixed a couple more 55-gallon drums and we are ready to go. Back up and running. I will extend the sale through tomorrow. So let's get this tire covered with the cleaner. It is a foamer. It is a thick shaving cream-like foam. It's not a dry foam. It's weird. It's a nice mixture of thick shaving cream foam, but it's wet, so it breaks down the crud, the browning, old tire shines and coatings on that rubber and really breaks it down so you can either rinse it free or scrub it free. First, what we're going to do here is take half the tire, spray it on, and we're not going to touch it. We're just going to let it do its work without any agitation. And you can see now it's starting to break down immediately, that crud and grime. So we'll let it dwell on there. It wants you to let it dwell anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. You can let it dwell for up to a minute and a half. And this is what it looks like after a minute and a half. It has now done what it's going to do, so you can thoroughly rinse it free. And that's what we'll do. We'll see what type of cleaning power it has without any scrubbing at all. Then we'll come back on the other side of the tire and we'll do some agitation and scrubbing, and we'll see if there's a difference. And yeah, although the tire's still wet, you could probably see that this has done quite a bit of work without any really effort, any agitation at all. So let's dry this. We're going to get it started with the leaf blower, and then we're probably going to have to either just let this sit or drag it out into the sun to dry it the rest of the way so we can see the amount of work this has done with no work at all, really. In the meantime, we could see all of that crud that has rinsed down onto the driveway that was either clinging to the tire or has excreted from the rubber itself, and we will have to clean that up later. And when completely dry, you can see the work that this has done. This is quite possibly one of the strongest tire cleaners I've used. Going through the second bottle, and unfortunately I only have one more left, I will have to reorder. Everything I've used it on, it's done what I could have asked from it. Perfect? No, there is no such detailing product, but there is some staining around the lettering and a little bit of dirt out towards the edges. Let's cover the other side, let it dwell and break down what it can for a good minute and a half. And this time we'll agitate with a wheel brush and see just how squeaky clean we can get this tire. Little mountains of foam immediately starting to break down the gunk that is clinging to this tire. After about 90 seconds, time to agitate. And as I am scrubbing the tire in small circular motions, that brown crud is turning black. It is really doing some deep cleaning. look at this mess. Take your time, rinse that off of there completely, and any other residue left behind. Well, we definitely need to see the tire dry, so I'm going to get started on that process. Give it a kickstart with the leaf blower. And now with the tire completely dry, we can see that the agitation helped us a bit, gave us a deeper clean. But there is one way to see if there is improvement for this cleaner. And that's to douse the area one more time, exactly the same way. And if we have browning, well, then it hasn't quite done its job, now has it? And if the foam is nice and frosty and white, well, then it's done its job for the most part. When I douse this tire, I can just see some slight browning towards the bead. That could be user error. That could be me not scrubbing or covering the area completely. But for the most part, the mountains of foam stay nice and clean and white, and it's done its job, giving this tire a super clean and ready for a dressing, a coating, or a tire shine. Time for a rating on this channel. There's no perfect product out there, but I will give it a 9 out of 10, and I'll put a link down below so you can look into it further and have this video to come back to for reference. This has been Brian from Apex Detail, and I'll catch you in the next video.